Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. This is All Rounder. It's episode number 50, and this is the fifth and final stage of the Tour Algarve. I am the KOM leader. Stage 4, I recorded. Actually, talked my way through pretty much the whole stage. Things did not go according to plan on Stage 4, though. Game did its famous bug out where we pedaled and our legs kept turning, but we were standing still. Alright, so we come up on the first of the categorized climbs of the day, first of 4, 6 kilometers to go till that point. This one just category 3, but at least early on in this, points are going to really matter. I need to try to be first or second over the line. That category 2 is probably going to be the most important unless I'm able to easily claim the first 2 of these. 4.5k to go. Really got to watch out. You can see there's still a lot of fatigue. We've never really let off the pace, which means a lot of these guys are shoulders bobbing pretty bad at this point. And that's from the flat, which is good for me. You can see that I'm definitely doing better than Luke Rowe is. And I mean, come on, it's Luke Rowe. How many Luke Rowes are there going to be in this group? Looking down the name, Ben King, that's one to watch out for as a climber. Ballesteros, not bad. Van Hooydonk, not bad. But Antunes, I got a few competitors potentially for this, but at 1.5k, I don't... Oh, come on. I am totally boxed in there. Luke Rose attacking for the KOM points. I come over the top. Why? I'm still sprinting, but I let up. Did you see that? Oh, gosh. The game is so buggy today. I don't know what's going on. I'm at the front, and I still had plenty of red bar. I don't now, as I've crossed the line, but I still had half a bar of red bar, and it wasn't steep. There was no reason for me to suddenly slow down 6-7 kilometers per hour from what I was doing. But no, I did. Rowe was out of red bar. He should have been slowing down. I wasn't. Okay. Alright. Buggy day. Buggy day. It is what it is. I still get third over the top. I do claim 2 points. I should have 18 now. I didn't see a pop-up on where we're at on the points.
The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly
down to a group of
speed.
7. Not too many guys willing to work at the moment. But I'd like to stay away from the rest of that group and thin this out. In fact, we're down to 5 now. Yeah, I like the idea of 5 riders going forward a little better. And Hooydonk, no points for him. Gidas, no points. And Astran. So no points for any of these guys. Or Rowe for that matter. So I was the only one of this group to have points. That gives me a real advantage if we can stay away, even though I only claimed 2 points there initially. That means the most that any of them have is 6. $3K to go to the next one. This one's definitely steeper, but there's a lot of fatigue. Rowe's been dropped. Now we're down to 4. You can see Giras is the only one working. 2 CCC guys. 1.5. Don't have the energy to go too early on this one, but you can definitely see that they are struggling. I think we're dropping another guy, so 3 of us left going forward.
There's a breakaway in the leading group.
Those 2 definitely looking stronger. In fact, I just ran out of... I didn't run out of energy, but I ran out of energy, and I'm going to end up 3rd over the top again, so 2 points. Puts me to 20. Hooydonk at 10. He's the one to watch out for. He's only 10 points behind, and you still have 16 points left. be, and I'm already only 1k away, so I need to try to get on attacking. Yeah, this is not good. I gotta hope Van Hooydonk does not claim maximum points here. He does not. Didas got maximum points. So I have a 2-point lead and a 4-point lead over those guys. We really, really need to catch them, because if they don't claim any of the points on the next climb, we're okay. But I don't control the team. Alright, we'll keep an eye on the top. Let's hope those guys don't go over the top first, that they haven't recovered enough. I saw the riders at the front. They did not look the same, and good. Okay. I've somehow hung on to the KOM. However, is there points available at the top? Oh, the finish. There is. If Mark Hershey wins the stage, he and I will be equal, and Countback will almost certainly be better for him than it is for me. So I'll try to recover here and challenge for the stage, but that's unlikely to go anywhere.
And they're off. It's going to be very fast.
Thibaut Pinot for the win. That's good. That means I will hang on to the KOM jersey. Mark Hershey took 8th place, so he does not get the 10 points he needed. Lucky. I get just enough points today, getting 3rd place on 2 climbs. That's all. Hershey hangs on to win the overall. Points classification, I was 4th. Under 25s, I was 7th. But there it is. The slight victory in the KOM ahead of Pinot, who was 2nd previously on the climb, so he got 8 points once and 10 points once. I have no idea how much of the first half an hour of content that I've already recorded you're going to see. My guess is probably only about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes worth. Those last 2 stages of the Tour Algarve were the buggiest I have ever seen this game, and it was incredibly frustrating. Now, from here, I also get an interesting thing that never comes up. Manage your rider properly. This is never an issue. 99% fitness, no fatigue, approaching a fitness peak is a good recipe for a good race day condition. But 5 degrees and rain is flipping cold. So everybody's on a -1 except for the 2 guys who are on fitness peaks, which are supposed to be +2s, but are only +1s because everybody's carrying a -1 for the weather. As a result, I get one of my 3 willpower bonuses. Oh, sorry. I have 2, but this will use one of them. I did it! Shut up, legs! I got an achievement for using something that I never actually get a chance to use. So cool. Alright, so there's something really, really important about today's episode that I want to bring to your attention. First off, thank you. Thomas Mortensen brought this to my attention, and I knew about this in PCM 2019. I wasn't sure if it was a thing in PCM 20 or not, and after some research, yes, it is absolutely a thing in PCM 20. That thing being there's a cap on skill points to level 37. Basically, there's 36 skill points out there, and you start at level 1, so you level up to level 37. That means you've leveled up. So you get those 37 levels tied to those 36 skill points. I was hoping that the game would continue going after that. Say level 40, you get attribute increases. Level 43, attribute increases. No. You stop level 37. There's just nothing after that, so the game just cuts you off at level 37. that is highly disappointing because I've already, at level 21 right now, hit the point where it goes from, first you have attributes every level, then it goes to every 2 levels, and then it goes to every 3 levels. I'm already in that stage right now. So currently level 21, I get my next attribute and or potential increase on level 22, and then 25, 28, 31, 34, and finally 37. That is 7 times. There is only 7 more opportunities for me to level up between now and the end of this game. That is really, really not much, especially when I'm still in the upper 60s. So if I have any chance of actually being able to do something with this series besides what I'm doing now, which is the odd win here and there, mostly via luck or really, really good tactics on the day, but certainly never because I'm a good rider who can then put that together with good tactics and win regularly. I just get these random victories. I don't think this is a good opportunity to attack or anything like that. It seems like it's a bit too far out for that. Plus, with my cobble rating not being fantastic, there's Alright, coming up, 6k to go. Anyway, I only get to level up 7 more times, and that is hugely disappointing. I'm not going to get anywhere near where it is that I want to be for this series. So, I have 2 choices, and I'm going to leave 2 comments below, and I want you to choose from them. I'm going to finish going through this, and then we'll move forward. Take one of those comments, click the like button on that comment. You could also add a comment if you want below, but make sure on the 2 comments from me that you're choosing one of those 2 and clicking the like button on one of those 2 majority rules. Now, here's the 2 choices. With only 7 levels to go, what I'd like to adapt my rules to do, I'm not going to mess with potential any longer. The way this is set up, I have to raise potential because I always have to raise my lowest attribute. And if my lowest attribute cannot be raised, I must raise the potential. That's the current set of rules. Now, one of the choices is to keep the rules the same. But the other choice is I want to eliminate potential here on out because I can only level up 7 times. Which means realistically, I'm going to get low to mid 70s at best. That's not going to make me terribly competitive. I'd like to be able to do a little something with this series and being capable of earning some wins here and there and not just random luck wins. So I want to eliminate potential increases and do 7 attribute increases with those 7 levels. The other rules still apply. I've got to raise the lowest if possible. If the lowest can't be raised, I raise the next lowest. That's what I'm going to do for the 7 level increases if you allow me to adopt those rules. So if you think that's a good idea to get myself into the mid 70s that way, and if it leaves cobble rating behind at 71 or 72 and that's where it ends up, that's where it ends up. If it ends up at 68, that's where it ends up. But if I can continue raising the base attributes and still keep the same philosophy, the all-rounder concept, and still take the lowest that can be raised, then I do that. That's the idea. If you agree, click that like button on that option. Adopt the rules. If you want to keep the rules the same, click the like button on that option. 3.5k to go in this one. Let's see if we can do something. I'm in a really strong position, and the field is definitely hurting a little bit. 2k to go. I'm in that strong position at the front now. Plank art, you don't have much, but I want plank art to sprint.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves
and we're going to follow him for that little bit. I got my little lead out, looking for a top 5 here. Say, getting in the way right as I'm approaching the finish line. Brian Cockard takes the win. There's no way I was going to beat him, but I get myself a top 5 out of it. Say, 7th place. He was looking for me to help him, but I beat him to the finish line. I'll take it. Red bar right down at 1%, so that was about all that I could do with that one, so that's a pretty good result. It would have been nice if Plankart had a little bit left to give me a proper lead out of some sort. I might have finished a bit higher than 5th if that were the case, but not a bad result at all. Top 5. So I claimed 11th place at the Jean-Pierre Montserrat. And for the third time in just 4 stages that I've played for this episode today, the bug came along and ruined it. I was only going to do the last few kilometers live because it was totally flat, and I had a -4 race day condition. I did have one support rider as puncher. It was Plankart again. And Plankart was giving me a good solid lead out, and I was down to 3K to go, and all of a sudden I found myself right at the front of the field with a proper lead out and plenty of energy, and Plankart was tired, but he was hanging on inside the last 2K, where I told him to sprint, and I was following, and I was just about to start talking, and I was just going to show you those last couple kilometers and talk about it after. And then all of a sudden the game bugged out again, and I lost Plankart's wheel completely, slowed down massively, lost 6 bike lengths even though I had full energy and was having no problem going along. But I lost 6 bike lengths in about 2 seconds, was suddenly way behind a bunch of riders, and then I was able to sprint from there and still managed to finish 11th. I should have been top 5. Cockard's too fast. I was not going to beat him. But it looked like the type of stage where I was capable of getting a top 5. And then I don't know what's going on with the game today. Why it is so buggy all of a sudden. I don't think they did an update of any kind. So I don't know why my game is suddenly bugged out. It's one of those days. Bad weather. Actually, real life bad weather. In-game bad weather. Maybe the script is having a little bit of a bad weather as well. But I'm starting to get a little frustrated, so before I get too frustrated and that really starts to come out in my commentary, I'm just going to go ahead and call this one there. It's only maybe 1 stage short of where I would be calling it anyway, and actually it's where I normally call it, but I've been cutting out a lot of the content that you would normally be getting because of these bugs. It's just not worth showing a game that's not functioning. That's going to do it for this episode then. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. But more importantly today, I want you to scroll down to those comments, choose one of those 2, and vote. Do I have your permission to adapt the rules a little bit and just increase attributes for my last 7? Still following the same rule set, but no potential, not bothering with that. Or stick with the rules as written, and we'll do what we can. See you next time. Be safe out there, and bye for now.